Hi guys, long time no talk, like seriously long time. It has been probably 6 or 7 months since I have filmed on this channel, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm very nervous about this video, but I feel like I finally want to make this video. So yeah, basically I just want to talk to you guys about where I have been, why I kind of just stopped filming out of nowhere, because I feel like there are a lot of you guys subscribed to this channel, and I feel like you guys deserve a little bit of an answer and an explanation, I guess. So if you guys can tell, this channel is obviously a K-pop channel. Obviously, if you're subscribed, you know that. And I've had this channel since either the end of 2013, beginning of 2014, which was like my freshman year in college. So roughly like 5-6 years I've had this channel, and I spent probably definitely the first 3 years I went hard on this channel. Like, I mean, I would film every week, sometimes multiple times a week. I would try to film a reaction to every single music video that came out, and this was when I first started listening to K-pop. Like, I'd probably been listening to K-pop for like 6 months or so by the time I filmed my first video, so I was very like new to it, and I was always like discovering new groups, discovering new songs, and when I would film reactions to that, I was, you know, kind of like experiencing it with you guys, and it was helping me find new people, and you know, it was great. While I've been on this channel, I got to go to a GOT7 concert, which was amazing. I went to KCON in 2017, which was amazing, and I just have gotten really lucky to get to do cool stuff like that. And I have a huge K-pop collection, which I love, and it's great, and I just really became super into everything involving the K-pop world, I guess, basically within those first few years. So when I started this channel, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, there was a lot of it was not just the fact that I was into K-pop. I mean, that obviously had something to do with it, but I also was kind of looking for a creative outlet because I was personally going through a lot of personal stuff, dealing with like my freshman year of college, not really being happy with what I was doing. I was going through a breakup. Like, I was going through a lot of stuff, and I just needed an escape from reality, and so K-pop was like my escape from reality. It was like where I would go to be happy. Like, when I was sad about school or I was sad about something else, like, I would just go and like immerse myself and watch music videos, or I'd watch K-dramas, I would watch like little variety shows, and it just took me away from everything. And that is just genuinely why I loved it so much, even though I really like the music and everything, and like obviously the guys are like cute or whatever. It took me away from that. So literally the first like 3 years that I had this channel, I went hard. I was filming all the time, because that's what I wanted to do. Then as I got towards like the end of my college career, I kind of scaled back a little bit, because I was getting busier. Then I graduated, I started working more, I scaled back a little bit more, and then kind of like last year, within the last year or so, I've scaled back a ton. Like, there's barely any videos the last like 6 months of 2018, and there's a lot that went into that. 2018, honestly, I didn't film barely at all anyways. I mean, there were videos, but not a ton. And there's a lot of things behind that, so I don't even know where to go. So like I said, I guess I kind of started scaling back a little bit beginning when I started to work and stuff. So there's a lot of things. Number one, I guess most people, I guess, know this who have listened to K-pop. You know, K-pop groups only last so long. There's very few groups that last forever or like a really long time. Like, there's not that many of them, and a lot of groups that I really liked, especially girl groups, because this is kind of like my girl group started like getting phased out really soon. They just kind of like disbanded, or members left, and like all that happened. So
like that happened, and it really hit my girl groups heavy. And then it was like all my boy groups, like a lot of them started like disbanding, or members started leaving, people started going off to the military, and it was just a lot for me to deal with. And I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of difficult, as like I'm 24 years old, for me to get into a group that is literally like a brand new group, like when they're young, because they're way younger than me. It's not the same. Like GOT7, all the members are like, you know, within like a good age range of me, right? Like I like them a lot. Vix, I like Vix a lot. They're all older than me except for like Hyuk. So you know what I'm saying? It's just like one of those things where it's like really hard for me to get into rookie groups. Like the last rookie group I'd say that I really like got into was like Monsta X. I do like NCT as well, but I would say that was like the last like rookie group I really got into. And they're not even like really that big of a rookie group. I mean, I think they like debuted in like 2016 maybe, 2017. So I mean, they're not really like rookie groups anymore. So I don't know, it's just one of those things where like that started happening. That kind of started to make me go back a little bit on filming as much, because when new music videos were being released, I didn't really know the groups. I wouldn't really want to watch the videos because I didn't really know them. So then I started just doing like groups I knew. But then like that kind of limits me, because like I said, a lot of my groups either disbanded or they're not putting out stuff, or like, I mean, you know, I could do a reaction every time GOT7 does something, but that's maybe what, 2 or 3 times a year. Like it's just not a ton of stuff to do. So that's kind of why I first started to scale back. Kind of, I guess like, I don't know, I guess like towards the end of 2017. That was kind of like why I started to scale back, on top of like obviously like working more and stuff. So then, you know, I kind of got busy with my own life, and like I said to you guys, I was using K-pop a lot as like an escape. So when my life, like, I feel like not got better, no, like, I mean, my life definitely kind of like started to shift. Like I would say like 2017, like 2018, I really started to like spend more time like with people. That sounds like I was literally doing nothing, but I started spending a lot more time with like different people. I started like, you know, socializing more, going out more, which was something I didn't really do before. And you know, that kind of like took away from the time I used to spend just like sitting in my room like watching music videos. And I know that sounds crazy, but it happened, and I don't know, that was part of it. And then this is the part where like I got like really emotional last time, and I'm trying not to, because I don't like crying. So I cry a lot, but I don't like crying, so we're gonna not do that. Obviously, if you guys, I'm sure like most of you know this, but I'm a really big SHINee fan. That's like, yeah, I've always been a really big fan of them. They were one of the first groups that my friend who actually introduced me to K-pop introduced me to, because they were her favorite group, and I just like absolutely love them. So back like in 2017, when Jonghyun passed away, it was really hard for me, and obviously I realized it was hard for everyone that was a big fan of them. But it just like hit me differently than I thought it would. And I remember vividly, because I was sick during that time. I was like literally like laying in bed like sick when I found out, and I thought that I was high on medication and that I imagined it all, and I was hoping and praying like that I imagined it all. But I just remember like laying there and like just crying, and like obviously I was like sick, and obviously I was in pain and stuff, but it was just like stuff like that like is really hard for me. Just like I don't know why, but like I think it's because I've studied, like obviously I guess some of you guys know this, I went to school for psychology, and I have a really big interest in mental health and like all of that. And so seeing someone struggling with depression, I've known so many people in my life that have struggled with depression, it just hits me really hard, and like that just mentally messed me up really bad. And it I couldn't even like watch music videos for like a while. I couldn't listen to K-pop. It took me maybe another 6 months to be able to listen to SHINee. Like, it was just really, really rough, and that kind of made me take a step back, because that was the first time I think that this thing that had made me happy for so long had made me like genuinely just sad, and just had like hurt in a way that like it just was rough. And I don't deal with things necessarily the best. I'm pretty bad about keeping my emotions like to myself. I'm like getting better, but I'm pretty bad about it, and I think that my reaction was to just not react, was to just, after I got that like cry out, I just kind of shut it down, and I just kind of took a step away from K-pop. Like, I still think I filmed some videos. I'm not 100% sure like how many I filmed, but there was just a different kind of feeling when I was filming than before. And someone told me that my videos, I always looked really happy, and that's true, because I always was really happy, because that was my happy place. So to have my happy place kind of become sad, or when I would like listen to it, I would get like a little bit sad, or I would, you know, not be as cheerful, it was just really hard. And I don't know, it just made me take that step back. And then obviously, like I said, the other things did have factors in it. I mean, obviously, like groups disbanding, people leaving groups, like, you know, people going off to the military, like it being a lot of new groups. And then with filming videos, it gets harder to, this is more of just like a YouTube type thing, but YouTube, like, you pretty much can't monetize reaction videos, which that's not really the point. I was never really like making money from YouTube anyways, but it is kind of annoying that every other video gets blocked or copyrighted. Like, that's hard. So I guess I just kind of got frustrated. I got frustrated with like feeling sad. I got frustrated with like not knowing things. I started to be like less involved with it, and I spent probably the last year kind of stepping away fully, because I tried like that first like kind of like 6 months after John Hyung passed away. I really tried to like stay with it because I had this channel and I tried, but like outside of this channel, I couldn't like really bring myself to just sit there and listen to it. And then I guess for my own like mental health and stuff, and just kind of to take a step back, I stepped back all the way, and I just kind of stopped filming. I think I would film like random videos. Like, I filmed like a costume video, I filmed like maybe some GOT7 reactions, I think I filmed like a couple other things. But I think anybody who has been watching since the beginning can tell you that like I scaled back immensely. And then these like last 6-7 months, I stepped so far back that it's like I don't even know what's going on. I have no idea who any of these new groups are, and I knew I had no idea when I saw the KCON lineup, and I literally knew like 4 of them, and I was like, yeah, I've definitely taken a step back. And that's not to say that I'm not interested in K-pop. That's not to say that I don't like it, because I do. And I've actually gotten to the point where pretty recently, within like the last like 2 months or so, I've actually gone back and I've started listening again, because it had been a while. Like, I would listen sometimes like when I was with my sister, but for the most part I had like taken a huge step back. Like, I wasn't really listening to it at all. But within like the last 2 months, I've like, you know, started listening to my playlist on Spotify again. Like, I've started watching music videos like randomly again, and it's definitely cheered me up. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, I realize at this point this channel's never going to be what it was with the K-pop videos. I'm not really that interested in doing reactions anymore, as sad as that is, because I love doing reactions and I always had so much fun with them. I just don't really listen to it. I don't really keep up. Like, I never know when new stuff gets released. The only people I really know is like GOT7, like when they release new stuff. And even with that, I was gonna do a reaction to their last video, but I just felt like it had been so long that I didn't feel like it would make sense for me to film it, so I didn't. But I don't know. And even still, I may still go to, actually, me and my sister, we probably are still going to go to KCON, the convention part, because we're actually going to be in California during it. We're not going to be able to go to the concerts, but we might go to the convention still, just because I like the food and I like looking at merch and stuff, so we might still do that. Even when I was in Hawaii last year, you know, I still went to like some K-pop stores. Like, I mean, I was still doing stuff. I still like it. I don't want you guys to think like I would hate it. That's literally one of the happiest times of my life, is literally when I was like that obsessed like fan. Like, that was one of the happiest times of my life. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, things in my personal life were like, you know, iffy or whatever, but that was literally one of the happiest times. I remember like my freshman year of college, like I would chill in my dorm room with my roommates. We would watch K-dramas, we would listen to K-pop, and we would have like a great time. And you know, I would say like it was definitely a good time. I like don't look back on that with any negative memories. And even when I like see old videos of mine, even though I like cringe at them, I'm like, you can tell that I was genuinely happy when I was filming those videos, and that makes me happy. So I guess this video is more so of me trying to give you guys an explanation of where I've been. Also, to let you guys know, I don't think this channel is ever going to be a K-pop reaction channel again, which is sad. But that's not to say that I'll never talk about K-pop again. Like, I love those costume videos that I do at Halloween. I 100% want to do another one this year. I love doing those. You know, I love certain things about it. I'm always going to love it. If I go to KCON, the convention, you know, I'll probably like vlog it. I mean, I don't know, but I don't want you guys to think I'll never talk about K-pop again, or that I've completely deleted it from my life, because I haven't. But it's just, this channel isn't gonna be a reaction channel anymore, and I'm really struggling to figure out what I want to do. So I have a side channel, which is like, it's linked on my channel if you guys want to check it out. It's a lot of just like vlogging and random stuff, because really I made it because I didn't want to just do just random stuff on this channel. I want to keep this channel strictly K-pop. But at this point, I really want to start filming other stuff. I want to get back into YouTube, because I do love YouTube. Like, at the end of the day, YouTube is so much fun. I love filming. I want to learn more about editing, like all of that. So I don't know what I want to do on this channel, but I hope you guys will support it. I'll probably end up changing the name of the channel, honestly, just because. But I don't know. I don't know if I should like continue what I'm doing on my other channel and just like move it to this channel, and do like more like vlogging, and like I really like makeup, so like maybe like some makeup stuff. I mean, I'm not like a makeup artist like James Charles, but you know, maybe do like, I don't know, just like different stuff. I have no idea, but I just wanted to give some closure and kind of wrap up this chapter, because I didn't feel right just never filming a video again on this channel, or just completely ignoring this channel and moving to the other one. I feel like this needs a wrap up, and I'm not saying that's the end of this or the end of me and K-pop, but it's just the end of this channel being a reaction channel. And that's sad, but it's had a pretty good run. I would say 5 or 6 years is a pretty good run for a channel. So I guess I just want to say thank you guys who have been watching from the beginning. Thank you guys who sat through my cringy reactions. Thank you guys who liked my skits that were awful. Those of you who should have made fun of my dancing and you didn't. Literally just all of it. And like I said, I don't know where this channel is going. I have no idea. But I look forward to whatever I decide in the future, and hopefully you guys will stick around and we can start this new chapter together. But I wanted to wrap this chapter of this channel up and just kind of put a nice little finished ribbon on it, and thank you guys for being here since 2013, 2014, whenever I started this channel. And yeah, that's basically it. So I'm gonna go now. I'm sure you guys will see me in the future once I decide what I'm actually gonna film on this channel. Alright guys, I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.